Hi everybody, the sun is out, the sky is blue, this is Game Over, I'm Andy Collins, and to end what has been a perfect day for you, here is Game Over Menu.
Coming up tonight, Biofreaks Reviewed. Professor History takes a look at Bar Duke. There's a preview of Medieval. And girls, brighten up our days, the weekend's almost on us.
So that's what's on the show, and to kick us off as always we have two men who I've got to say I feel very sorry for. Why? Because they never get to experience this nice sunny weather. Why? Because they tell you, the viewer, the truth, and for that reason they are wanted by the gaming industry. So as always we hide them at secret locations to speak the truth. Their names, the Games Assassins.
Welcome to Ponyland. A magical land of secret surprises and special friends. Now, meet the ponies. Morning Glory, Lightheart.
The only pink pony I've ever seen is one that had a disfiguring skin complaint. Nevertheless, in this game, hordes of pink ponies scamper through dewy meadows, eating cupcakes and taking photographs of each other. Take it from me, fantasy is always a much better place to be.
But first, you've got to tell the ponies your name. Type your name in here.
I'm pained to review this. I mean, My Little Pony on the PC. I mean, if you're a 4-year-old, or maybe even a very sad 10-year-old, you'll probably derive a lot of pleasure out of this game. I mean, it's not really a game, it's a virtual pet. You have your virtual My Little Pony, just what you've always wanted.
Pony years are only 1 month long. Watch for your pony's birthday in a month. This is a beautiful pony and likes lots of personal hair. Let's go to Ponyland.
On the box it says this game is for 3-year-olds and upwards, and quite frankly it's one of the scariest games I've ever played. I mean, if you think Resident Evil 2 is scary, if you think running around in Quake 2 in the shadows is scary, you haven't seen nothing yet. My Little Pony takes them and wipes the floor with them.
There are up to 4 shots in your camera.
I think I'd rather be stabbed in the eye with a pointy stick, to be perfectly honest. It's ingratiatingly cute. The little butterfly that acts as your guide to take you through the game, you just want to throttle. And, I don't know, it's vile. It's a vile, ingratiatingly cute experience that I'd rather avoid.
You can tell by this rainbow whether your pony is happy.
This game is excruciatingly painful to play, from the pastel shades to the weird cutesy icons to these horses, the ponies as it were. It just does my head in, I'm afraid.
I'm the butterfly, and I'll be your friend and helper. Just click on me anytime for help. You can find out all about feeding the pony, brushing her, and, well, how to take care of a little pony by looking in the pony book.
I hate it. I hate this game with a passion. I hate the little butterfly guide that takes you around and shows you how to do things. I hate the ingratiatingly cuteness of it. I hate the pastel shades in it. I hate the little rainbow that shows you how healthy your pony is. It's frightening.
Now I don't like this game, but maybe that's because I'm not a 3-year-old girl. What I'm trying to say is this game is aimed at younger kids. It's aimed at, you know, people who have the My Little Pony toys and have a personal computer and would like to interact with the animals or toys, as it were. Unfortunately, if you're looking for something a bit more deep, then I definitely look elsewhere.
So from two men who are locked up because they have to for their own personal safety, to a man who really should be locked up for our safety. Yes, his name, Professor History.
You know, I was very, very talented in my younger days. You don't believe me? Have a look. I think we should lose the Middle Eight and maybe go into some jazz fusion or maybe Handbag House or something.
Good thinking, History. Okay, take rolling, take 102.
Right. I came across a Duke. He didn't even squeak. We said our thanks, went in tanks, and now all I have is sheep. Bar our Duke. Bar our Duke. What have we here?
A man in a vinyl suit with a massive weapon entering, shooting, stealing coins, and then clearing off. Hang on, has someone been reading my diary? Anyway, quite basic fun, this one. As I said, spaceman enters a room, shoots aliens, steals coins, and then exits for bigger and better things. Good work. All good fun, and done in the best possible taste for a shooty gun game. Oh yes, and take note that the spaceman's weapon's actually bigger than he is.
Thanks very much, it's been a wonderful audience. Good night!
I think that just proves that care in the community does not work. Anyway, time now for Youth TV Styly. Here we go. There's Professor History, a flaming teacher. Now it's time for a gaming feature. There it goes. That's pretty good, that.
Well done.
Thanks, mate.
This game seems to have been around for years and it still hasn't been released. This is Medieval. And let's just say somebody's been watching an awful lot of Tim Burton films lately. There's nothing wrong with this, mind. The day somebody starts drawing inspirations for video games from Woody Allen films, here's a day we should all stay in bed. The game itself is a fairly straightforward affair with your skeletal hero wandering around a gothic landscape, warring owls with a broadsword, and as you can see, it's very pretty in a cartoony sort of way. A 3D Ghosts and Goblins, an interactive nursery rhyme. Let's just save the comparisons for later and hope it gets released, shall we? Well, what exactly can you say about this one? Imagine a cross between Virtual On, Command & Conquer, Final Fantasy and MechWarrior, and you're getting into the appropriate ballpark. This is Xenogears. And if you like your anime, you're probably outside the nearest Japanese importer in a sleeping bag right now. For the rest of you, expect this one to be something of a genre buster. It certainly is dramatic.
It's that time of the show where we get down and we get dirty with the game's assassins.
Another week, another gory beat-em-up with a pumping techno soundtrack. This one features mercenaries with tin bits.
At the moment, beat-em-ups are basically 10 a penny. That's a tenner for every 1p's worth of gameplay on the whole, with the possible exception of things like Tekken and Soul Blade and a few of the classics that are around at the moment. Biofreaks, well, you know, it's an interesting idea. I mean, there are interesting ideas within it. The basic premise seems to be bleed on your opponent to confuse them.
They like their gore a lot, and it seems like the element of gore always outweighs the gameplay in these types of games. A little punch or a little smack to the chops is met with loads and loads of blood spilling all over the floor. It's very unnecessary and doesn't really add anything to the gameplay. The reason why the game is called Biofreaks is because all the selectable characters in the game have been biogenetically mutated. They've got massive arms and robotic legs and jetpacks and huge guns and swords. The game is similar to Tekken in that it has kind of 2 punches, 2 kick interface. It's also got some interesting buttons. You've got the bus button, which allows you to fly around the arena. You've got the fire button, which allows you to throw projectiles. Unfortunately, the game isn't very fast. It's nowhere near as smooth as Tekken or Soul Blade. It's very stop and start. The animation is good at times, the sound is good, but the gameplay isn't there. Basically, I can't recommend this game when you've got some of the best beat-em-ups available on the PlayStation in the form of Soul Blade, Tekken 3, and even some of the Tekken sequels. This just pales in comparison.
There's not enough depth in this game, basically, at the end of the day. There aren't enough moves. The whole thing doesn't flow too well. It's a little bit slow, very frustrating, and you're not going to be playing it for long. So in my opinion, it's not really value for money. There are a few nice ideas, a few nice visual touches, but not enough to make it worthwhile.
Now here on Game Over, we like to be fair to all our viewers. Now I know for most of the show the girls at home have been ogling my body, and who can blame them? Lads, it's now your time to meet Helen and Kelly, the girls in space.
Kelly, I wish some of the Earthmen would write to us. It gets really lonely up here sometimes. But you've got that Professor History wrapped round your little finger. Yeah, he's a little sweetie, isn't he? Oh, hi, Andy. Oh, hi, hello. What's today's tip then, Helen? We're looking at our computer. To play in a special multiplayer bonus mode on Bomberman World on the PlayStation, key in these numbers on the password screen. 5656. So does Professor History wear his hat when you... I know what? You know, when you play computer games. Yeah, of course he does. Bye, have a nice weekend.
I have to say, ladies, you're making me feel very hot underneath this roll neck. Right, that's the end of another show. It's been darn good, even if I say so myself. It's the end, so you lot take care of yourselves, look after each other. The crew and me, we're going for an ice cream. Until next time, adios, amigos!